humiliated, beaten, badly, badly beaten by Duke at home. We lost by 29 on national television. This is just a showcase for them. Everything went according to plan for Duke. They followed the script. They followed everything they were supposed to do. Meanwhile, the Hurricanes didn't do anything. They just didn't do anything. So this video will not be long. I'm telling you right now, it will not be long. Right now, the Inter Miami game is at halftime, so I'm willing. So I shouldn't say I'm willing, but well, actually, yeah, I am willing to do this recap, and I have the chance to do this recap, a very short one, because there's really not much to say other than we got slaughtered. Okay, so for Duke, you got Mark Mitchell, arguably had one of his good games. 15 points, one three-pointer, 5 for 7 in field goals, 4 for 8 in free throws. He has 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal on the block. Filikowski, I mean, no surprise here. He has 15 points, one of their best players, 2 3-pointers, 5 for 7 field goals, 3 for 4 free throws. He has 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. 3 blocks. Foster with 11 points with 3 3-pointers, 4 for 7 in field goals. He has 3 rebounds, 2 assists. McCain with 7 points, 1 3-pointer, 3 for 9 field goals, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. And Roach with 16 points, 4 3-pointers, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. And then you got off the bench, you got Proctor with 12 points, with 2 3-pointers, 4 for 9 field goals, 2 for 2 free throws, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. Now for the Hurricanes, shall we? For the Hurricanes, No.8 Amir, 9 points, 3 for 14 in field goals, 3 free throws. I thought Omir just had himself one of the most nightmarish games I've ever seen in my life from Omir. This is clearly his worst game. I'm sorry to say, his worst. Everything that just went so wrong. Couldn't get much of anything in, including the missed dunk that happened in the second half. Oh my goodness. And he was involved with the and he got himself into some trouble with the flagrant foul on Duke. But he does have 10 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal. So good defensively. I don't know. Keyshawn George with just 2 points off the field goal, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals. Joe Bett with 0 points, barely made any attempts in, with 1 rebound. So he didn't do much at all. He was filling in for Matthew Cleveland, who was out of the illness, and Nigel Pack still out with the knee soreness. Luka Poplar had himself a little bit of trouble, but he did score 15 points with 3 for 9 3-pointers, 4 for 10 field goals, 4 for 4 free throws. He has 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and a steal. And then Bensley Joseph with also 15 points, 3 3-pointers, 5 for 14 in field goals, 2 for 2 free throws, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 assist. In the first half, for the most part, it started off pretty close, right? It started with the Mark Mitchell free throw. Then McCain makes a 3-point. Luka Poplar makes his layup. It was a pretty close basketball game. However, with the Hurricanes team, we've never taken a lead at all. So while we're playing catch-up with the close contested game, Mark Mitchell was making everything. Layup, free throws, and a dunk. They were making it all. And Filikowski making a 3-pointer. Then it was close. Then it became not close. Because the first half score wound up being 40-23, when the closest margin was 16-12. Or 16-14, would you rather say, with the Omir layups. And then Duke went on the 16-0 run, or somewhere around there, and the halftime score would be 40-23. Second half, it was not at all better. Duke just dominated the entire second half with Filikowski, Jeremy Roach, Mark Mitchell, Proctor. They are all dominating and making some shots, and they're making dunks. And No.8 Amir got himself into trouble in the second half. caused himself to get himself a flagrant foul. So what happened was he had a common foul. Then he seen me lift up the Duke player, from the ground, and then like kind of pushed him off. That's a flagrant. He did that. And then, of course, he makes those free throws. Basically, Joseph's trying to get back up with these 3-pointers, but it is far too late as Duke is just not missing. And then eventually they empty out the benches, and then that's pretty much it. And they're just showing off with the dunks, too. So, I don't know. Man. That's really all I got to say. The final score ends up being 84-55. I don't have much to say about that one, other than Duke just flat out dominated with the 3-pointers, dunks, free throws, whatever you want to say. And they were good defensively, too. And let's look at the team stats, because I'm pretty sure they out-rebound us by a lot, right? Yep. 42 out of 31 of rebounds. Now, when we look at the offensive scores, obviously, Duke was better for all categories, even though Miami had a higher free throw percentage, but that's because we shot less. They shot much more than what we attempted. Then you got a flagrant foul. Right? ESPN said there is no flagrant foul, but there is a flagrant foul on Norchad Omier. They have more rebounds than we do. They have more assists than we do. They have we have more steals than they do, but we don't have any blocks. They have 4 blocks. Turnovers. Duke had a turnover issue, but so do we. So there's not much to say about that one. And their largest lead was 31, and this is right at the end of the game. So they're number 8 in the nation. And like I said with the other games, how are we going to beat Duke? You can't. I don't have much to say about this one. We're just going to pretend this didn't happen. In fact, let's just pretend this season didn't happen. This is probably the most regressed season I've seen in quite some time. Literally, last season was overshadowed by this. Not the same. Our next game is against Georgia Tech on Saturday at 4 o'clock. That's going to be an ACC network. That's also going to be at Wasco Center. And then after that, we got North Carolina up in North Carolina. And then we got 2 more games left. For all I know, that's probably our season set match. I understand there's an ACC tournament and we're automatically in. If that's what I'm hearing, even the worst teams are in the ACC tournament. But even then, we're probably going to get blown out in the first round. I'll be shocked if we make it to the March Madness. If they can select us, okay, cool. It's another March Madness appearance. But I don't know. I feel like the women's team has a better odds of going to March Madness than this. This season is terrible. We're on to 5. What is it? A 5-game losing streak? Is it a 5-game losing streak? I don't know. I think so. I don't even care to find out. Now we're. I didn't realize this, but we are. What is it? We're 3 games above 500, but in ACC alone, we are 4 games under 500. So no way we're going to catch up to that. There's just no way. No way. Anyway, I'm done talking about this. This was a disgrace. Absolute disgrace. No effort, no nothing. So that's going to do it with this one. Duke, congrats. You've proven that you're the good team. Hit the like button, subscribe for content. And even if you did not like the game, because I did not. And this was humiliation on ESPN. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it. I'll see you guys next time. And I'll see you guys tonight for Inter Miami recap. Good night, everybody.